Hey everyone, it's me, Legs McGee. I hope you've been doing well. Today on this segment of I'm making a video I don't know anybody will actually care about, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I thought it would be fun to do a quick tour of my Umamusume account. I haven't really done any content about the actual Umamusume game, so I figured this could potentially be a good starting point for other videos that I make down the line. The Grand Live scenario drops tomorrow, or, Grand Concert, whatever they're localizing it to. That drops tomorrow, so I am really excited for it, and I'm hoping that this video can be sort of like a time capsule that I can look back on in the future and be nostalgic for. So I have been playing since the Mihono Bourbon banner, so I think nearly a full year, and I've got 714 career playthroughs, raised a trainee's potential level 150 times. What else is important? I've uncapped a support card 596 times. I guess that's cool. 179 different support cards. Yeah, we can talk about that in a minute. And I've got 36 good endings for the trainees. What else? 54 trainees to my roster. I think that's pretty good considering that I don't really play this game during the day since I have a 9 to 5. I only really play this in the evenings and on the weekends if I'm not busy or playing something else with my friends. Let's have a look at some of the trainees that I have. I do feel like I have a really solid roster of trainees to play with, which is really good. Like I said, I started with the Mihono Bourbon banner. I got 3 copies of her to start with, and I thought that was really, really cool and awesome. But I didn't realize that I should have been re-rolling my account to get good support cards, because when I actually tried playing her career, it was so hard to actually win, and I had no clue that it was because my support cards were really bad. I got really lucky with my trainee pulls on the banners, though. I have never pulled the pity on the Uma banners because they either come home in 5 or 10 pulls, or I run out of carrots and give up. I know if you're pulling at all, you should just go to pity just to get the star pieces to get your horses to level 5. But honestly, it's not that serious. I would rather just have the Uma and then play the career. Star level 5 is comfy, but it's not necessary if you just want to play the game. I think star level 4 is perfectly acceptable if you want to use them in PvP. Unfortunately, I don't have Rice Shower, so my account is bricked. There are a lot of Umas that I wish I could have pulled for, but I just did not have enough carrots to even bother trying, which really sucks. I really wish I could have pulled on the Fine Motion banners because I love her. And it makes me so sad that I'm probably going to have to try to spook her on another banner or use a selector ticket. I really don't want to have to use a selector ticket on Fine Motion. She's very hard to train from what I understand. But overall, I am very happy with the Umas that I've pulled and with what I can play the game with. I'm hoping in the future that I can spook the other Umas that I haven't been able to get yet on other banners. So let's talk about the card situation. It's dire. I know it could always be worse, but it feels so rough at the moment, which is why I really need my pulls on the Light Hello and Diagonist Tachyon banner to go well, or else the account is just bricked forever. Something I was debating internally over this account was whether or not I should migrate to an alt account that I had re-rolled to get 4 copies of the Kita-san Black speed card. The thing is, when everybody online and everyone's in your ear saying, if you don't max out this card, you suck forever, your family will disown you, it's over, just quit, you're done, buddy. And honestly, yeah, not having this card at MLB sucked. So yeah, they were kind of right on that one. It honestly was a struggle to hit max speed when I didn't have this card at level 50. But honestly, it wasn't the end of the world, you know? And I was stressing so much because on this account, I didn't pull a single copy of her, and I had to go to pity, and then I went broke. But at least I had other cards to supplement the fact that I didn't have Kita-san Black. I didn't have MLB Super Creek or Fine Motion, but I had other cards, so I could still play the game, you know? It wasn't a big deal in hindsight. I was just so focused on not having this card at max limit break that it soured the game for me for a long time. To add insult to injury, after saving up another 30k carrots for the rerun, I didn't pull any Kita-sans again. So I had to use a bunch of crystals and selector tickets to MLB her. I would not wish this experience on anybody. Nobody deserves to have gacha luck this bad. Especially me, because I didn't do anything wrong. I did everything according to plan, and the game didn't give me what I needed. At least I had cards like King Halo, Asian Flash, and Sweep Tosho. Even though, on that alt that I rerolled on, I had the meta card that was awesome and cool, I wasn't hitting the speed cap on any of those Umas that I had on there, so even after all that, it wasn't really worth it. And you know what else is so funny? The exact same thing happened again on the Narita Top Road banner and the Fuku Speed banner. No, I'm not bitter. Why would you think that? If I'm being completely honest, I haven't really got any amazing, fantastic Umas in my veteran roster. Yes, the Umas are all wonderful and great, and I love them very much, but I haven't gotten a single UG in all this time, so I'm probably not playing the game right. I don't know. My highest rated Uma is my Sakura Bakushin that I made for the Leo Cup, which I won, by the way, my very first platinum. Thank you very much. On top of that, she got the Hotspring event title, so I can't complain. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to show off here, but only because, like, none of them are really jaw-droppingly amazing or anything like that. If we check out the Hall of Fame really quick, it's pretty clear which Umas I have an easier time training out of the ones that I have and the ones who I keep doing careers with. Everyone with an S+ rank or below, I either don't have the right legacies built for them, or the support cards I have don't suit their aptitudes well enough for a good score. Eventually I'll get a good score for everyone, but that's just time. I'll get it eventually. And the Umamusume I have the highest bond with is, of course, Ogrecap. Give it up for Ogrecap, everybody. She really is just so versatile. She's like the Swiss Army knife of Umamusume. I use her basically all the time for team trials or champions meetings. B rules. I remember when I was first looking at the cast list of Umamusume, and I saw Ogrecap for the first time, she just instantly jumped out at me. She was so cool, and I thought her design was so great. Like, I really like characters with long white hair for whatever reason. I don't know why, I've just always liked them. And I was like, that's my girl. That's the one. I just love her. I think she's adorable. Last but not least is my trainer profile with my fresh new Leo Platinum title. I know the haters will say it's not that impressive, but you know what? I earned it, so I don't care. Of course, I'm recording during the week where I got demoted to Class 5 on team trials. I'm usually Class 6. This doesn't happen to me. I will not be taking any further questions. Thank you very much. As you can see, my high score of 905k is really epic, so that makes up for it. 280 million fans. That's a lot of fans. The final last thing I will show off is my Boro Uma, which is a 6-star power, 2-star stamina Mejiro Ryan. She's really great if you need a grandparent with 3 stars of laser to corners, outer swell, and wet conditions. I'll leave my trainer ID in the description down below so you can use her for your late surgers. Alright everybody, that's all I can think of to show off in this little video. Again, this was mostly for my personal records, but hey, if you thought it was entertaining, that's pretty cool. If you'd like to keep in the loop of what I've been up to lately, I've been posting more video gamey stuff on my Twitter account, which I'll link down below. If you want to see more Uma content from me, or any other games in particular, please let me know in the comments down below, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!